All right, so today is Thursday, October 3rd, 2019. This is an interview with Andrew Parker, who served in what unit and what branch?
What unit and what branch? What unit and what branch?
For what years? When I first went, so the when I first lived down in Fort Knox, Kentucky. After I got out of basic training, which was 13 weeks, down in Fort Knox, I come home. I came home for Christmas that year. That was like November. I went in. And I came in. There was Harold, and Goya Cuddy, Martin Hamilton. Yeah. We was all out of Fort Knox, Kentucky. I had come over at Christmas time for a leave, and I forgot to go back.
So what year was that, Dad?
Huh?
What year? Do you remember the year?
We started 1947. Anyway, I came home for the holiday. I had to stay a couple of days overtime, which I wasn't supposed to do, but all we knew it. Me and Harold both. And then I got in a bad accident out here, right over here, just coming up that highway. There used to be a bridge down there. And I think I had a girl with me, her name was, that was Margaret Johnstown, the old, so I think she got married to Johnny Hill like that. And I know she was hurt bad, but after they locked me up down here for hours drinking, locked me up down in Brown County. Then they found out I was late, so they called Fort Sargent on my phone. So then they told the person, the cops, told them to hold it till they came down here. So the MPs, they sent that, took me back to Fort Knox, Kentucky. And I stayed there but then they split me and Harold up. The son is all to different company. And I finished my 13 weeks of training. After 13 weeks of training, I got my orders to go overseas. And I thought, well, me and Harold and Gordy and Martin Elderberg. Oh, and Philip Skinner was listed, but he went in the Navy. So he was I don't know where he went somewhere, I don't know. He must have been up at Great Lakes. Oh, on. Anyway, I came over and my orders went to go overseas. So I left over there, had to go catch a train out of Illinois went down to Capstone, California. And I don't know where Harold wasn't, I don't know where he went, but he was overseas doing the thing. Same time. Anyway, I went and I stole with it. I waited for my boat. I was supposed to go. I went to Korea. That was after the occupation forces after the Second World War were there. And I went there as occupation with the occupation force. And that there, if you said Korea was a 18-month theater, I think. And if I went to Japan, it would have been 30. But while I was stationed in South Korea, they pulled all those troops out. And we went back to Japan. And it was up and down the islands of Japan for I don't know how long, but then I ended up way up there in Hokkaido. That was the northern island. Well, from there you got all water. That was, Russia was the next. Anyways, we went up there and I got stationed up by cats. It was up at Sapporo. Sapporo, Japan, on Hokkaido. And I always, so when I got there, they gave me, I put in for cook and bake meat cuts. So I got stationed up there and then I went to cook, baker, and meat cutting school down to Camp Drake, that was near Yokohama. The Camp Drake was a cavalry division there. But I went to school there for 7 weeks, I think. And I got my MOS as a cook. Because when I was in basic training, I had to clean grease traps. And I don't remember, I had a dirty job. Well, I was KP. And I told myself someday I'm going to turn out to be a cook, and I'm going to be telling the next person what to do. I'd be cleaning grease traps and stuff. Anyway, I put my time in up there and the 11th Airborne was right across the parade field where I think Chief Geronimo was there that time. Yeah, he was the paratroop. That was, yeah, that was back, I was in 1947, 48. And I almost had my time in over there, and I was supposed to be home for, that November, I was supposed to be home for my discharge. I would add my 3 years. One morning I was cooking breakfast for the troops for the outfit that I was with. And while I was eating, the speaker come out that leaves and everything was cancelled. We didn't know what happened, but then they told us that North Korea's invaded South Korea. So that was the first cab, I think it was, first Cavalry Division, 24th Infantry Division, the 25th Infantry Division. They were all down on the southern end, that's the, but they had to fill their units up with people from outfit. So that they hit our outfit up there at Hokkaido, and they picked all the guys that they wanted to send with the 24th and 25th. And I think old Velder John went down there with it. But he was already done. No, that's right. He was and I don't know, he went to he either went to 24th or 25th Division. I don't know what it was. And I stayed, they didn't take me, I stayed with my same outfit up there at Hokkaido for a while. But anyway, as time went along, that's when the war started over there. I think it was 23rd of June, 1950. But anyway, they pulled all the divisions off from the southern end. They went over to Korea. But then General MacArthur was the head of the outfit of the Pacific. Anyway, our outfit had to go and make because they had the North Koreans on the run. They had to go and push back. But anyway, something happened. They come into stiff resistance. So they figured out something. So the orders had come down with General MacArthur that we was going to make a beach landing up at Incheon, Korea. So I think they put us all on landing craft. That was in September. And we're going to trap the North Koreans from there, from Incheon down to Seoul or Busan. So we met, it was under General MacArthur, and he was on one ship, but he was on the ship, the whole ship. Anyway, we went out there at night or something. But one thing I was glad, they had a marine outfit hit the beach first. And we followed up behind. It was scary, it was at night. And that's when we all pulled up there. Each time we made that line. But the first objective was to get through there and then go up to Kempo Air Base. We were supposed to take Kempo. Which we did. We made that. But then we got pushed all the way back. But it was back and forth. Anyway, it was. Oh, and then they almost pushed us off the beach at Pusan, it was way down. Because I can remember it was cold, and I didn't have a bathroom, but I don't know how long. And well, it was soft water, so I didn't freeze. But anyway, we went down and took our clothes off, we jumped in the ice cold water. It was, that was way down at Pusan. They pushed us back to Pusan, almost out into the water. But then we got, I don't know, we got help from somebody in there. We got them going back the other way. And it was getting towards fall. Real fall. And it was cold. And we got the North Trail almost way back up where they should be, up at the 30th parallel, they call it. Which we did do, they said that we'd be home for Christmas actually. That was 1950. Said we'd be home for Christmas. And I was glad because I was supposed to be discharged with him, but they extended me for another year, so I had to go another year. So I had to stay there. We were there, I remember, because at Thanksgiving time we pulled back at the front lines, and I had the kitchen truck with there was 1, 2, 3 units in it for Thanksgiving. I had the turkeys and everything but at the same time, I was sergeant at the time, and anyway, they gave us we had a ration coming from, I don't know, but I was sergeant, so I got a quart of booze, which I think was 7 roses or something like that. But then the other people that got the whiskey, they didn't drink, so they give it to me. So I had that many. There was other cooks. There was Italian men, Spanish, who was cooking, and a Messiah. Anyway, I got the turkeys, and the other ones. All everything already up there. We didn't have much room in that kitchen truck, but we had, and we had sat there while I was drinking our beers. We must all fall asleep, I remember. I remember that. I woke up and I could smell something burning. I forgot we put the turkeys in the oven for room. Holy Christmas, they were burnt. But just the outside was all skins, just peeled the skin off it. Right away. Nobody said nothing. Oh. Anyway, we had all the trips for Thanksgiving that day. And I had everything on it. I baked even on them kitchen ranges we had slept in the truck. And I remember that festival like this, and we had to go back to the front lines again. And it was almost Christmas time. Anyway, we got them going again. We almost got the North Koreans pushed out, and that's when they made a task force, right? pull our outfit out for a task force. And we had to go up farther than the other one. And it was an artillery unit. How it would be buried. 7th Infantry Division. Anyway, we went up there to the task force. We were supposed to cut them off somewhere. And it was dark here. It was dark at Christmas. It's getting cold. It was cold. Real cold. Anyway, we went and they left us going to this valley. There's mountains all around us. And my cars had the Marines, they had to go up the other way. On the other side of the mountain, maybe on this one side of the mountain. They were on the other side. Anyway, so we went, they left us go, the North Koreans left us go, and I remember there was a bridge. We had to go over that bridge into the valley and the mountains all around, but the Marines was on one side, I was on the other side. Anyway, we didn't know it at the time, but when we went in, behind us they blew the bridge. They blew we didn't know it either. The Chinese jumped in there. So we didn't know it at the time, but they were sitting up in the mountain. No, you could see them, and they wouldn't let us. But anyway, they blew the bridge behind us after we got in there, and they trapped us. And I can remember what we had. I think I was had the 105 artillery gun. And we didn't know that we were supporting officers from the 31st Infantry Regiment. I was around with artillery stuff. But we didn't know the infantry went ahead of us to get out, to fight our way out on there. But we could look up in the hills just like ants up there. They were Chinese. We didn't know they were Chinese at the time. But when nightfall came, we didn't see them. We crawled in our sleep the nights. And every 2 hours I had to get up. One of our outfits got up and just to harass the enemies there. They fired a round of artillery over the infantry. And all of a sudden, I can remember we went to getting our sleeping bag. It was cold. I think it must have been between 40 and 50 below zero. And it was cold. So we didn't know, but the infantry was supposed to lead us out, but so we had to leave the infantry go first, and we were supporting them. We had this, our 2 hours shot over the infantry's head, but our shoulder. Anyway, we got pretty soon it was getting dark. I think it was the second night. And we knew we was trapped. But I think this is, anyway, our boys had those big guns right down as the tight that they didn't care about. We found out afterwards they were all doped up. This was white powder, I don't know what opium. We found some bags like now, one of these Korean houses, and it was just all white powder. I'd like to let us know when they were coming. They never attacked us during the days of that night. And we're sleeping, you could hear the bugles were blowing, and we knew they were coming off the hill. The way it lowered our big guns on, and we had a 50 caliber machine guns and 30s. Yeah, I don't know how long there's anyway, pretty soon we are over men, we had 2 trucks, and you guys are falling on the side of savages, and pretty soon it was getting dark. But that night they went, we'd be in a little while that we had to rest, and then we'd try to go again. But I think it was the third night. We was wet by the Yellow River. Anyway, between the time I got hurt, I remember that night it was over 50 below zero. So I got hit then. But pretty soon, there was one officer left, I guess. Told all the guys that they were on their own. So they blew all the guns at them because the Chinese wouldn't be able to use them. Stuck some charges on the things and blew the guns up. And some of the guys would dismiss, some of the other ways. But there was 2 trucks all over the boon again. And me and the guy from New Orleans, he helped me. He wasn't helped. And he was helping me, and he said, "Come on, Sergeant, we gotta go." Anyway, he jumped to the front in our kitchen truck with the driver. The driver wasn't hit, but we had the back end was all full of wounded, and there was 2 truckloads like that. And that we knew there was nobody alive. There was nobody hardly left. Anyway, we went through it. Mortar shells were landing on that. Was going on this over that night. You couldn't have our life left. I don't know how. His name was Sam Moore, remember. He was a hillbilly. And he was a truck driver. And the mortar shells that hit on these, they had the road zeroed in with their mortar shells. I don't know how he met it, but and we're on alongside that mountain, it's a big cliff. You can see down there just it was all way down, we walked alongside that mountain around that. And we knew the Marines were on the other side, but we had to go a long way to go. And we didn't know it at the time, but that's when we found out that they blew that bridge in. The trucks couldn't go by. So Sambo told this other guy, we were sitting in the front seats with him. He said, you guys did. He come to that bridge and it was blowing out. So he said, told me and the buddy from New Orleans, he said, you guys get out. He said, I'll back off. He said, we got to get these guys too. He said, he said, when I come around, he said, I'll jump in. So we waited there, we was by that bridge, and we waited a while, but he went back down, but we could hear the machine guns and stuff up and up. We knew he was, and then the truck was behind him. We knew they didn't make it. So that's the only one that's the only person who was left was the guy that was helping me. And he says, come on, Sergeant. He says, we gotta go. He said, anyway, let's go. And I remember my carbine, I had a carbine of 45. The carbine on fire in the morning, just the darn cold. And I just threw that thing and wrapped it up. Something broke it so they couldn't use it. Anyway, all we knew is you had to follow that road, and we know they were Chinese. For some reason, we made it. We heard distant gunfire, so we knew almost where the Marines were. And I said that about. And it was getting daylight. I remember it was getting daylight in the morning. He said, we gotta go. He said, we had to go hike. So I was like, never made it. And we found an old, there were old North Korean shack there. Got it out, it was froze. Anyway, we held it together there with that corridor. We could hear them trying. The other way was out there. We couldn't move. So we had to wait till daylight. They must have, the Chinese must have went away and they lost them. I don't know where they went. But anyway, we never knew it was the Marines were just below it. So we said, we'll try it. So we started off, And I didn't know. You all knew what happened, so I got hit through here with my back. I shrapnel in my head. But anyway, then we got down by the work. I had a lawyer. We got down anyway. It was daylight in the morning when we got. But that was a long way to go around that mountain. But anyway, we got down by the Marines. The Marines already had the engineers had a make-believe made the airfield for airplanes come in and haul the wounded out. What was left, the Marines were hit hard. Well, I know we were too dead there. I didn't see nobody just to kind of with me after that. Anyway, like the guy got down there, but all the other older peak guys, and there was a plane coming. I remember that. The plane coming, I think it was a transport plane. And I seen it before that. I didn't think I was hitting them, but after I see somebody out there, they couldn't even get their combat boots off. Their feet was froze. A lot of them Marines walk around it. Just their stumps, you couldn't feel them. No, anyway, they loaded me in I think it was a big transport to load, so it was either they flew us back to Tokyo General Hospital. Oh, the man had me more bad as that was, I remember. But if it wasn't for that pistol belt I had around my belt that whatever hit me, did hit really no vital part in me. But anyway, I still got scared. I never said nothing about my, but my mom and dad they got a solid vaccine that matters. Anyway, we got by the hospital, I could hear some of the people talking. I didn't see it, but there was a guy from flew under his observation. He observed the enemy there. He had a light aircraft or whatever. And he went back, he flew over that bridge, but they blew it. He said that. He sent it to Chuck Lewis, oh boy. So I didn't see it, but he told somebody to come back and told me. Harry, I wouldn't use the language he used to tell us, but the Chinese were pouring gas on the wood and setting them on fire. So anyway, after I got out of the hospital, they gave me some orders and stuff. I was having 7 days of recuperate and do what I want, going to Yokohama or Tokyo, which I did. I went to a place, a bathhouse. I have a big tub of hot water, felt good. But anyway, when I was in the hospital, I can remember that Bob Hope comes to that hospital. Bob Hope, I think it was Marilyn Maxwell. That's right. I remember that. It was Christmas. And I was supposed to be home for Christmas. Man. Anyway, I had a good Christmas at the hospital. Well, I still said that day. After I got out of there, I don't know how long I stayed in there. when I took that 7 days and they said, come back and pick the orders up. I thought I'd be coming home. Anyway, I come back, pick my orders up, and he read back to Korea I went. I said, I thought it was good. I ordered said, go back to you. I went back to you. And I think I made a land, another beach line that was up at one side. On the other side of it was once on the river. I got the Bronze Star Secret, 3 oak leaf clusters. That was supposed to, each one of them counted as a beach land. I made the inside lantern with MacArthur, and then I went in on the one side beach. I think it was General Ridgeway was there. Anyway, that's what our rest of life. We had about it, but I mean, MacArthur was going, and he would have kept on one, but they stopped us. So they stopped us up on the 30th furlong. We had them driven up back. The Chinese, every one of them. But when we were there, the Chinese, it was called Megali. We knew the Russians were done, was operating as planes that was going on. And we were sit out. We started up there, we got back to we wouldn't let us go no farther. I went to 38, that's where it is yet today. And it was 4th July. July 1951. It was the 4th of July. They come out giving me orders. So Saturday you're going home. But anyway, after I did leave the hospital to go back, I went back by the same office, but there's only a couple of us, that old guys that's left. And I suppose, I don't know what happened to them. I was a little lucky. I got task force at me. And it's in that book there when that happened. Anyway, I got all the guys, I don't know, had to give them, they didn't fly me back. I had to go on a troop ship. I think it was a General Walker. I met, who was that? Betty Skender's birthday. They called him Horsey anyway, Horse Skender. I met him on the transport. Anyway, I got home. I went to Milwaukee first day, the veterans hospital. But anyway, they checked me over like.
Hi. Sorry.
They sent me home. But then after a while, when the veteran service officer here that Terry, yeah, Terry Batons. He took me up there to apply for my veterans job. They give me no pension, but what is it? Comp. And they had to give me a section over. They said I was lucky. That's and then they asked me, they wanted to know why when I left me in the hospital, that they sent me back when I was supposed to get home for discharge. Anyway, sent me back to to this day, I don't know why they did, but it didn't work that way. But I never could talk about it. Channel 5, just before I come here, Channel 5 called me. Wanted me to come. And I was supposed to go with Belder John. I was supposed to go to Belder John. He made a. Anyway, when I got home from the officers, there's army officers come to the house. 2 of them. Well, I don't know if I know where this guy went. It's just what happened. All I could do is tell them what happened to me and what happened to the house. That there was a task force. They picked us to just do it. What? But anyway, I turned Elder John down. He wanted me to go in. I didn't go. I preached. And then I know Channel 5 was that. They called me right from up to the house. But the officers came to the house about 2 or 3 times. Wanted to know where this guy went. I don't know what happened. I just couldn't tell them because I didn't know. And I didn't want to tell them much. Well, they knew what happened. But I was just one of the lucky, one of the, there wasn't too many. Anyway, when I got back here, I had to go back. I had to go to Fort Churchill, and Fort Churchill, they sent me down to Fort Leonard, Missouri. Oh, and I had over 4 years in that. Then when I got out of that one, the Vietnam War started. I gave me a talk about what is real love. I said I don't want to read this. Anyway, they probably would take it. But then after I got home, I did go down, went to the, I tried to enlist back in the army again. But I don't know what happened, I never did go back. Oh, I got married. I met her mother. And even when I was married, I went back. I was trying to get out, going to go back in. And I would take the two. What did they? Well, I couldn't do it.
What did you do for work after the service?
Oh, their grandpa, Pete Krowski. Oh, he was my father. He got me into a paper mill down here in De Pere. U.S. paper mill. I worked there 8 years, I guess, 8 or 10, between 8 and 10 years anyway. But during the meantime, Melvin Coonan owned the White Tavern. And he was a veteran at the second World War, which he was hurt back to. And I felt sorry for me, but he set me up on the White Eagle at that. That was my downfall. I was married, had kids. I was drinking. I went to work part-time on longshoreman down on Livestock and Green Bay, and then foreign ships coming there. Little flour, and then I went from there I get on a boat over at North Dock, on a stick boat, pump boat. And Richard Summers was father was working there. I think that's why he got killed there. He was killed by one of these that picked the pulp up, so by the cranes anyway. Got that bucket coming. I think he got a hold of me. It killed him anyway. It was dangerous on there. That bucket flying over your head, you're down there. You had to straighten the wood out there. Pick it up. But I worked, I come off from one boat over again. When I was still a white. I was person like chase around us, but I didn't care. That's the trouble. Yeah, I was young, didn't know what the devil I should be doing. But anyway, I done the wrong thing when I left Melvin Coonan down. I went, but I stayed all over in that time in Barbara's there, but I left it. I don't know. I was working and drinking and all of them start chasing around.
Did you stay in touch with anyone in the military?
Anyway.
Can you hear me? Did you stay in touch with anyone in the military?
Dad, did you stay in touch with anyone in the military?
No. Well, the only one I ever met when I come back, I was up at Fort Salvador, was, he was another sergeant. Sergeant Ackerman. And he was in the Second World War, and then he stayed in the army. But he knew when I got hit, And I met him up at Fort St. Illinois. The only one I ever met after. And he told me. So all the guys, just about all of them got it. Never met him. He said we should be down your but be. Yeah, I met him before. When I went back and I reported down just before I went to Fort Leavenworth, Missouri. I never said nothing to nobody. But anyway, after that, after I was to bed, I left the waiting, left the waiting there. How I attended bar for Rose Schuyler while across the street for a while. And pretty soon, I ended up back here, and I went back. I went to Sturgeon Bay, Dorcon. And I got a job. I got that Goldman, at that time there was a big orchard up the well, there was more than one. What the heck? Oh, a Goldman Orchard. And then she wanted me to take over that big orchard up at Elson Bay. And it was 500 acres of cherries and apples. So I was with, then I was Betty, second wife. Betty Doxter, Marley's sister. And I was spraying in the orchards up there. I'd get that with one spray and I'd be right back, go back and I'd start over. Cherries and apples. And we had about 60 Mexicans picking cherries for us. They're all some of them are like, but most of them come off Broadway. The people that hung around us, right? Had all these houses where people stayed. Oh, we had quite a few to take care of her. Betty had to take care of the book court. And then pretty soon they got, I don't know, they sold that up to two guys from, they were from Ellis Thomas in Milwaukee, Bill Mitchell and Charlie Sullenberg. They bought it. But then they had the one down at Egg Harbor. Like they sold, I went up there at Ellison Bay, Sister Bay, Ellison Bay. Then they hired me, I come back to Egg Harbor. And I worked there, that orchard, Egg Harbor orchard. And one day Betty said, you know, she said, that I never paid no Social Security while I was in that, sprayed around the orchards. And she said, you better start thinking of me. But if you're gonna draw Social Security one day, you better start finding a different job. So I stayed there, and I was still working for the orchard, spraying and stuff, but on my spare time. Then I went to work at the shipyards. I worked up at Peterson Builders in Sturgeon Bay. I worked there for 68, but 68, I say that I got credit for 20 years because it closed up. Once in a while, laid down the guy, but they never laid me out for some reason. I don't know. And they give me a pickup truck, riding lawnmower, or push lawnmower, and what a sweet thing. I never found, that's when I found out I knew how much land that Peterson's owned up there at Sturgeon Bay. Oh my God. 2 rivers, I went to 2 rivers on Algoma. Whoever had property, that's all I've done was take care. Keep the grass cut, shrubbery cut. Never let me out. They give me 20 years. Give me credit for 20 years. But anyway, then after that, Betty got cancer. Then I was going to the Veterans House in Appleton. That's all we could run it. She got cancer now, and then that was another run down here to Green Bay because they didn't have the facilities up in Sturgeon Bay. And they say she had cancer, but all of a sudden found some on her liver, so she was 10 years in September, just that last time. But anyway, I don't know.
What surprised you about the military, about your experience?
What was surprised me?
Yep.
Oh, everything was good. I didn't mind, yeah. But it's just what but I mean, that's what I went there for. So I don't know. They say that's when you join something, you volunteer. So that's why I had to go back to Korea when I went back and forth three times. Because it was already when I first went there, I I think they got the locomotive right here at the museum in Green Bay. That one from Korea when they shipped back. That thing pulled up, I get it on the train run and go from Busan way up to the 38th parallel. They give me, well, I had the 45 and a rifle, like ultimate cartridges and stuff. It was scary, At night you didn't know what was happen, but then when there was one, but they didn't have me. I'd be on one end, and the guy in the middle, and the other guy in the other. Garlic, canned beer, and stuff for PXs for the military. But I come home again, then all of a sudden they said they were going to bring him by the locomotive from Korea. They were going to put on him in the museum. Anyway, it looked just but you can't tell apart. I don't know about it. I like that, but it's scary at night because the Koreans, you didn't know what they were going to do. Steal stuff. Anyway, how everything, lumber, food supply, stuff, everything for a PX for the military. But I can remember when I first won this 30K, I went up there with my grandpa, got paid 3 cents a pound for picking cherry. But that's a long time. Your money was worth something. Today, $1 worth maybe 68 cents. But I don't know, I'll tell you the truth. That's why I couldn't go and fucking have a camera down at Channel 5, and I couldn't tell nobody that. And the reason why I never talked about it, I seen guys myself do that. But today, you sit here. Yeah. Everything comes back to you. To think what happened to some guy. You know, you stay with people for 3-4 years, you know, just like what is a family, you know. And most of them were all white people, and I was one. But they treated me like a king. Our Lord, they watched over me. Like they said I was their mascot or something. And I'm like, it hurts. That's why I couldn't go to the 5, otherwise I don't know how bad Elder John could do it. But I know he was taken prisoner. Took all the guys, took up down in the belly and he shot him. Some. He played dead for Ricky, but they took him prisoner. And he told me, you don't have to go to school. I couldn't pay. He couldn't pay my way down to Washington. I would. That's what's wrong with my feet today. Otherwise, I'd be in good shape with most of my feet. They said that, but I still worked. I didn't stop it from working. It did toward the end, that's why I could.
I forgot to ask about your childhood. Where were you born?
Huh?
Where were you born?
Where were I born? Seymour.
Seymour?
I was either Seymour. I was born Seymour. I would put that one. I think my grandma delivered me. I didn't go to the hospital. But I remember all the doctors, Dr. Hittner, Dr. Saib, Dr. Grando. I remember that a long time. I used to be a long time ago.
Who were your parents and your family?
Who was my
Your
Pa-
parents.
parents? Andrew Parker, Cecilia Parker, my mother. My grandmother's name was Mary Johnson. Yeah, Mary Johnson. Yeah. Her Indian name was Ganit. I don't know why they call her that. Don't say that.
Where did you go to school?
Where did I go to school? Pine Grove. That's right off 54 there by, you know where, right by that,
The schoolhouse is still standing, right? Yes. Yeah.
but they made that somebody lives there now. When I went to school, I walked the 2 miles from home. Winter all, we had no bus now. And I'll tell you one thing. As a teacher took care of 8th grade at school, one teacher, 8th grade, and the kids were smarter than they are today. Well, you can ride on the bus every day, go to school. No matter how long you went to school, they always asked me how long. I said, I went to 8th grade, actually. And I'm just as smart as you are. That's no lie. But that's the reason today there's so much trouble in this world. When we were kids, we worked. I remember right off, somebody do Larson's owned that house where that Ferndale farm, where the big farm, where Van Havel's, Van de Heisland. Billy. Oh, that big farm. That Larson had all that ground all the way around here. We used to crawl on our hands and knees. We vegetables and stuff. We got $16, $18 a week that day. Crawl on our hands 8 hours a day. I remember the truck driver used to come down, pick us up, pick us up in the morning, bring it back on my. Ted Parson was his name. That I couldn't believe it. And then they had the apple orchard. Lars had the apple orchard, cherry orchard. Pictures for she sent a bill in his face of the church got done to do you nickel here. People don't believe that, but that's the truth. I lived in those days when that Great Depression was on, back in the 30s. And we worked. We worked before we went to school. We worked when they got home from school. Then all of a sudden one day, when my oldest sister off the I started having buses come pick.
Those are all my questions, so if you have anything else to add, you can.
No,